what's going on, guys? My name is JoJo, and I'm here with Glory. You know, he's the best. He makes good ass music. You know, so today we're gonna talk about his recently released song, "Have You Ever." We're gonna ask him some questions and see what he can tell us about it and what we can know about it.
Yeah.
So, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is I Am Glory. I make music, and I mean that's basically it. You know, I just make music on how I feel. You know.
Yeah.
That's just me.
So, I heard your new song. It was pretty deep and touching, and I just want to know some things about it and how that song was created. You know, like what made you create that song?
I mean, I was like going through some hard times in my life, and I was just, you know, like there was a point in my life where I was suicidal. You know, a lot of that stuff, and I was just like, I just want to write this song because after a while it got better. So I just wanted to write a song so that I could just like help people so that they can know that no matter what happens, like their life is gonna get better. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like so, yeah.
So we're gonna do this like Genius, or something like that. You're gonna read your lyrics and then you're gonna tell us little by little what those lyrics mean. So I have the first piece of lyrics.
Yeah, so it's there we go. So have you ever seen somebody dead that's right in front of you? Have you ever witnessed someone talking when it wasn't true? So that speaks for itself, you know.
What is that trying to say? Like what view is that?
It's like two different views about like literally, have you seen somebody dead? You know, that's something that hurts a lot for you, and it's like it shocks you. And also, have you seen somebody lie to you in your face and you know they're lying? You know, that hurts you a lot too. It's just different forms of pain, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, emotional pain.
Like fake smiles and all that stuff.
Yeah,
all that stuff. Okay, so the other.
Yeah, so I said, have you ever looked somebody straight in their eyes while you were overcome by suicide, trying not to cry? And by that I mean, like, you know, I've gone through shit, you know, and I know that like I've seen a lot of people, and I've wanted to tell them how I feel, but you know, like I wasn't strong enough at the time.
You wasn't open.
Yeah, I didn't want to open up because you know.
Okay. Yeah.
So then I say, have you ever had emotions that you can't hide and thought that if you let them out you would lose all of your pride? That's why you try to keep all your emotions inside and count up all the tears from all the fucking times that you cried. And what I mean,
what you trying to say there is like you just said, like the smile, how you faking, how you wasn't ready to open up to people.
Yeah.
Is that what somewhat's trying to say there?
Yeah, exactly. So it was just me. Like I felt like if I told someone, I was gonna come out as like a person that's not accepted. That's what I felt. Yeah. So that's why I was scared to tell people how I felt. But you know, that's why I made the song, so people won't be scared. You know. Okay. So going on to the next lyric, I said, I never thought that I'd be letting out all these words. I guess my friend depression just wanted to be heard. Depression was obsessed with me and wouldn't let go. It had me in a lock and I didn't even know. So by that, it's just what it says. Depression was my friend at the time, and I don't mean it literally, but it's just by that I mean it like it was with me all the time, and it just wouldn't go away, you know. And I just, you know, that's what I mean by that. And I go on to say, have you ever witnessed fear take over your life and thought that everything would be better if you weren't alive, and all you tried to do was just get through and survive, but all you did was gather pain that you can't even describe? So, you know, I witnessed fear take over my life. I witnessed all that stuff.
All that pain and stuff come to you.
It's all emotional pain, you know, from like a lot of things. Yeah. And you know, I couldn't even describe it if I wanted to put it into words. You know, it's just deep. So that's why I said, put in better words, man. I just wanted to die. I wanted to let go and not even say goodbye. I knew I needed help, but I was too scared to try until people asked me questions that I couldn't deny.
You said you were suicidal before, right?
Yeah.
How did that like impact your life and your friends and your family? Like, how did you overcome all that stress and all that pain you had?
I mean, it was basically like my family, you know, like I knew people cared about me, but it was me. Like I told my mom that I tried to do it after like a couple, like sometime after I tried committing suicide, and she, you know, she like got into tears. She just said like, you know, never do that again. Like she cares about me. My friends say they care about me. I told a friend of mine, he said, don't do it. That's like really dumb, you know. I agree with him, you know. I should have never tried that. So yeah. And by what I mean by that lyric that I said, like I did want to die at the time, and I just you know, I was scared of shit. But until people asked me questions like, bro, are you okay? And I just couldn't lie to them anymore. I had to let it out. And that's when I say, letting out my feelings, man, it was hard to do, and you would understand if you had my point of view. But when they say they care about you, know that it's true, because they would rather die than live in life without you. By that, like, it speaks for itself. Most of my lyrics, it's people people care about you, you know, like, even if you think nobody does, like,
they will care about you.
There's somebody that cares about you for sure, like your mom, your parents. If you don't have parents, then you must have somebody that takes care of you, your friends. There's always going to be somebody that they would rather die than live in life without you. So, you know,
so yeah, that is some deep stuff right there. Like, maybe some people who heard it can kind of relate to that, and like people who are going through all that stuff. You got anything to say about that? Like, people who are going through the stress, depression, anxiety, all that stuff.
I mean, yeah, it's hard, you know, and
like what does your song say? Like, what's the point or like the theme of it?
The point is, like, no matter how bad it gets, like, I know it's gonna get bad, but it's always gonna get better. That's basically the background of it, the theme. Like, it's gonna get better, believe it or not. I was in a place where I thought that there was gonna be no return. I thought I was gonna be, you know, fucked up forever, but that's not the case. You know, it's gonna get better for sure. That's all I have to say.
All right. So before we get even deeper to your songs, we're gonna ask some other questions. Mm-hmm. Like, what inspired you to do music like this?
So, like, a person, or just like, or like
anything. Could be a person.
All right. So I've had like a lot of artists, you know, like there's a lot of artists like Lil Yachty, you know, it's just like artists like that because they're just so different. And like Chance the Rapper and just stuff like that. People that are lyrical too, Kendrick Lamar. But when it comes down to like real life, there's a girl. I'm not gonna say her name, but something happened. Like, you know, like we weren't like together or anything. It was just like, you know, we just talked and stuff. Then we like fell apart, and I felt like bad, but it was like she pushed me away, you know. So then, one, like, I tried to get her back by like impressing her by making music, but I also wanted to like kind of like flex on her, you know. but I'm sure if it wasn't for her, I would have never started making music. So yeah.
What other things? How did you get this music to like match with what you wanted? Like, did you had time to look for the perfect music, perfect hook? Like, where'd you get the hook from? Like, I'm curious. That's a nice hook.
Yeah,
sounds like Temptation with this.
Yeah. So the hook is Shiloh Dynasty. He was in Jocelyn Flores, the song by XXX Temptation, or Tentacion, whatever you want to say.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, and all of his music, it's on Instagram, and it's just him like playing the guitar and singing, and what they did with the beat, they just grabbed his vocals, put it into a beat, and just they didn't change it much. They just added some drums, some reverb, and a little bit of more stuff, and just cut it out a bit. Okay. And that's how I got the hook. You know, it's really nice.
Yeah. Some other questions. Categories. You know, sometimes there's rappers like they talk about their life or their joy life or their rich life. What do you categorize in that?
I mean, I think that I'm in a lot of categories because I make like lots of types of music. I make this music that's like really touching and it's like relatable, and I also make like a lot of like, you know, turn up music, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. You know, I'm in a lot of categories, but okay. Yeah, that's basically me.
It's cool. We have a little bit of time, but we can get some through questions. Do you have any songs you have planned in the future or something? Like collabs or anything, albums? Yeah. You don't have to say it, but you just need those.
Yeah.
Sneak peek.
Yeah, I have 2 songs actually. They're already like finished. They just need to be recorded. You know, like those are basically done. Like the beat is found and everything. And I have a feature with someone. You know, it's coming up. And and after that, I'm thinking either a music video. Okay. And but like even like a little bit more in the future. Like, if I don't drop any more singles, I'm probably also going to drop a video, you know, because I need a music video, and that's going to come soon for sure.
Well, this is all the time we had. We might continue part 2 next week. So, stay tuned for next week. Might upload the second part of this interview. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is Glory and his new song, well, not his new song, but his recently released song, Have You Ever? So I'm going to leave it down in the description. So go ahead and hear it because it's pretty deep.
Thanks, man.
See you.
And all you try to do was just get through and survive, but all you did was gather pain that you can't even describe. Put in better words, man, I just wanted to die. I wanted to let go and not even say goodbye. I knew I needed help, but I was too scared to try. Until people asked me questions that I couldn't deny. Letting out my feelings, man, it was hard to do. And you would understand if you had my point of view. But when they say they care about you, know that it's true. Cause they would rather die than live in life without you.